Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history, a small coin that has captured the hearts of collectors and enthusiasts all over the world. The United States 1-cent coin from the year 1978, featuring the D Mint mark. Yes, that's right, we're talking about a coin that might be sitting quietly in your pocket change or tucked away in a drawer, but its story and value are anything but ordinary. Now, when it comes to coins, it's not just about metal or currency. Every coin carries a slice of history, a snapshot of the era in which it was minted. The 1978 D penny is no exception. Minted in Denver, Colorado, this coin is part of a series that is both historically significant and highly collectible. But what makes this coin truly special is not just its origin, but the incredible detail, rarity in certain conditions, and the story it tells about the American economy during the late 1970s. Let's break it down. First, the design. On the front, we have the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has graced the penny since 1909. Lincoln's visage is crisp and timeless, reminding us of the enduring legacy of one of America's most revered presidents. Flip it over, and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, beautifully detailed, a symbol of strength, unity, and a tribute to the nation's history. But it's not just the design that collectors look for. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins are graded on scales from poor to mint state, and even a small difference in wear and tear can drastically affect the price. Now, the 1978 D penny is a bit of a hidden gem. While millions were minted, finding one in fine or near-mint condition is a real treat. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that show minimal signs of circulation. Coins where Lincoln's hair, the detail of his coat, and the intricacies of the memorial are all still sharp and defined. These are the coins that can command attention and, more importantly, a premium price in today's market. What's fascinating about this coin is that while it might appear ordinary at first glance, its journey through decades gives it character. Think about it. This coin has passed through countless hands, witnessed monumental events in history, and yet, here it is still shining, still a testament to the craftsmanship of the United States Mint. For collectors, owning a 1978 D penny is not just about the monetary value. It's about holding a piece of history, a tangible connection to the past. And speaking of value, this is where things get really interesting. Coins like the 1978 D, when in fine or uncirculated condition, are highly sought after by collectors. The market for collectible coins is always dynamic, with prices influenced by rarity, demand, and the overall condition of the coin. Unlike paper money, which loses value over time due to inflation, collectible coins can actually appreciate. They are like miniature time capsules that grow in significance and worth as the years pass. So, if you've come across a 1978 D penny and it's in excellent shape, it's definitely worth paying attention to. It could be the crown jewel of your collection, or even a smart investment. And let's not forget the thrill of the hunt. There's something incredibly exciting about sifting through rolls of coins, spotting that one piece that stands out, that one coin that could be worth far more than anyone might expect. Collectors often look for coins with sharp details, no scratches, and minimal wear. Those subtle features, like the sharpness of Lincoln's cheek or the clarity of the memorial columns, are what turn a regular penny into a prized collectible. And even the smallest imperfections can add a story, a unique character that sets your coin apart from others. Every 1978 D penny has its own journey, its own history, and owning one is like holding a chapter of the American story in your hand. If you're wondering how this translates into real-world value today, let me put it simply. A 1978 D penny in fine condition can be incredibly rewarding for both new collectors and seasoned enthusiasts. It's a coin that represents more than just cents. It represents decades of history, meticulous minting, and the ever-growing world of coin collecting. After exploring its history, design, and collectible appeal, the moment you've been waiting for, the 1978 D 1-cent coin, in fine condition, holds a market value of exactly $283. That's right, $283 for a coin that may have started its journey as simple pocket change over 40 years ago. So, next time you come across a penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small piece of history that's worth far more than meets the eye. And for those who are serious about collecting, the 1978 D penny is a shining example of how even the smallest coins can have incredible stories and impressive value attached to them. And just imagine holding this tiny piece of history in your hand. It may look small, simple, almost ordinary at first glance, but every detail on this coin tells a story that stretches back decades, connecting you directly to the time when America was navigating the challenges and hopes of the late 1970s. Each line on Lincoln's face, each contour of his coat, and every pillar of the Lincoln Memorial engraved on the reverse is a reminder of the craftsmanship and care that went into producing every single penny minted that year. Collectors will tell you, it's not just about dollars and cents. It's about history preserved in metal, a tactile connection to a moment long past. When you think about it, coins like this 1978 D penny are more than just currency. They're tiny witnesses to history, small yet powerful symbols that have passed through countless hands, each leaving an invisible mark, a quiet imprint of the everyday lives they touched. The coin might have rested in a child's piggy bank, jingled in a cashier's drawer, or quietly slid across a counter in a bustling store decades ago. And now, decades later, it has resurfaced, pristine enough to capture the attention of collectors, historians, and enthusiasts alike. That journey alone adds a sense of wonder and intrigue that goes far beyond its face value. And if you're someone who appreciates not just the monetary worth, but the story behind your collection, this coin offers endless fascination. Imagine placing it under the light and seeing how the tiny details catch your eye. The soft gleam of its copper surface, the faint traces of history etched into its design. It's almost like stepping into a time machine, holding in your palm a silent storyteller that bridges the past and present. It's a feeling that no digital image or textbook can ever replicate, a true, tangible experience of history in your hand. Even beyond its history and design, the 1978 D penny teaches us about patience, observation, and the thrill of discovery. Collecting coins isn't just about accumulation. It's about the joy of recognizing rarity, understanding condition, and knowing that even the smallest differences, a sharper line here, a clearer engraving there, can dramatically alter value. It's about being part of a global community of collectors, each of us appreciating the stories, effort, and artistry that goes into every coin minted by the United States. And so, whether you're a seasoned collector with a cabinet full of rare coins or someone just starting to look through your change, the 1978 D penny is a treasure worth noting. Its beauty, history, and the way it has traveled through time make it far more than a simple piece of copper. It's a story, a lesson, and a reminder of how even the smallest objects can hold enormous significance. After all, in the grand world of collectible coins, where each piece carries a legacy, the 1978 D 1 cent in fine condition shines as a true gem, commanding attention and admiration. And as we mentioned earlier, its market value today stands proudly at $283, a testament to its enduring appeal and the fascination that surrounds rare coins from this era. So take a moment next time you find a penny, especially one minted decades ago, and think about the journey it has made, the hands it has passed through, and the history it represents. This is the magic of coin collecting. Even the simplest coin can become a bridge to the past, a source of knowledge, and a reminder of the stories hidden in everyday objects. And as you hold this coin in your hand, you can't help but marvel at the way something so small can carry such a vast story. Each line, each contour on Lincoln's face, and the intricate pillars of the Lincoln Memorial are not just metal impressions, they are whispers from the past. This penny has witnessed decades of change, from the bustling streets of the late 1970s to the digital age we live in today. Every scratch, every gleam, tells a story of the hands it passed through, of the countless transactions and moments it silently observed. Collectors often speak about the thrill of discovery, that magical moment when an ordinary coin suddenly reveals itself as something extraordinary. The 1978 D penny in fine condition is one of those treasures. Its value, already impressive, is only part of the story. The real charm lies in knowing that this coin has survived the test of time, retaining its sharp details and classic beauty, while so many others of its kind have faded, worn, or disappeared entirely. And let's not forget the subtle joy of showing this coin to others, watching as they examine it with curiosity, perhaps unaware that a small piece of copper could hold so much history. It sparks conversations, evokes memories, and even inspires a deeper interest in the fascinating world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins. Every collector knows that the journey is as rewarding as the treasure itself, and this penny is a perfect example of that truth. The story of this coin goes beyond mere numbers. It represents decades of economic history the artistry of minting, and a tangible connection to one of America's most beloved presidents. And while its market value stands at $283, the true worth of this coin is also in the pride of ownership, the joy of discovery, and the feeling of holding history literally in your hand. So, if you come across a 1978 D penny, take a moment to appreciate it. Don't just see it as a cent, see it as a bridge to the past, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a tiny ambassador of history. Because sometimes the smallest objects can tell the biggest stories, and in the world of coin collecting, that is the real treasure. And as you imagine holding this tiny coin in your hand, it's amazing to think that something so small can carry so much history. Each delicate line, each tiny detail of Lincoln's portrait, and the subtle engraving of the Lincoln Memorial tells a story that stretches across decades. This coin has silently witnessed generations, countless hands, and everyday moments, quietly traveling through the hustle and bustle of American life. It's more than just copper. It's a link to the past, a tangible piece of history you can hold. There's a certain magic in coins like this. They remind us that even the simplest objects can carry stories far bigger than their size. This penny has crossed paths with thousands of people, seen the changing landscapes of cities and towns, and yet, here it is, connecting us to a time that feels distant but still alive in its details. When you look closely, you can almost imagine the conversations it's overheard, the pockets it has jingled in, and the everyday moments it has silently accompanied. And beyond its history, there's the thrill of imagining its journey. Coins are more than currency, they are storytellers. Each mark, each gleam, each imperfection adds character, a unique fingerprint of its life. Holding a coin like this is like holding a small piece of America itself, a reminder of the people, places, and moments that shaped the nation. It sparks curiosity, invites exploration, and inspires a deep appreciation for the artistry of minting and the stories that everyday objects can tell. This penny, in its humble yet striking way, teaches us patience, observation, and wonder. It's proof that history can be found in the most unexpected places, and that even the smallest things can hold immense value. Not just in dollars, but in connection, meaning, and story. Every glance at it, every thought about where it has been, is a reminder of the extraordinary hidden in the ordinary. And as you hold this coin in your hand, you can almost feel the weight of decades pressing gently against your palm. It is astonishing to think that a piece of metal so small, so simple, could carry such an expansive story, silently traveling through the currents of time. Every line etched into Lincoln's face, every contour on his coat, every pillar of the Lincoln Memorial, all tell stories that reach far beyond the copper surface. This coin has seen the quiet mornings of small-town America, the bustling streets of big cities, the fleeting moments of ordinary people who never imagined it would one day be cherished by collectors who understand the magic hidden within. Imagine the journey it has taken. Perhaps it began in a mint, fresh and bright, gleaming under the presses that stamped it with perfection. It traveled into wallets, pockets, cash registers, and jars that held the savings of children learning the value of money. Each transaction added to its story. Each hand that held it left a silent impression on its journey. In a world constantly rushing forward, this coin remains a quiet witness to the passage of time, a tiny but enduring reminder of history that continues to live on in the palm of your hand. There is a particular joy in contemplating the life of a coin like this. It invites you to pause, to look closer, and to appreciate details that often go unnoticed in the daily rush. The gleam of its surface, the subtle imperfections, and the intricate engravings all speak of artistry, craftsmanship, and a moment frozen in time. It is a lesson in patience and observation, teaching that even the most ordinary objects can reveal extraordinary stories if only we take the time to notice. And then, there is the thrill of imagining the people who have touched this coin throughout the decades. Perhaps a child dropped it under the sofa and never retrieved it, or it jingled in a cashier's apron as customers came and went, unnoticed yet ever present. Each encounter adds to its mystique, each scratch or shine becoming part of its personal history. For a collector, holding this coin is not merely about monetary value. It is about connecting with the past, holding in one's hand a tangible piece of history that carries the echoes of countless lives and moments that have long since passed. Now, as we reflect on its journey and its history, it becomes even more astonishing to think of its modern-day significance. Despite being only a single cent in face value, This 1978 D coin in fine condition is worth $283. $283 for a coin that began its life as humble pocket change, circulating unnoticed in a world that often overlooks the beauty in the smallest details. Its worth today is not just in currency, but in the stories it carries, the history it represents, and the fascination it inspires in those who understand and appreciate the artistry of coins. And yet, this is only the beginning of its story. Beyond the numerical value, the coin invites reflection on history, society, and culture. It is a silent observer of change, a witness to decades of American life. Each scratch, each gleam, is a testament to its survival through time, a record of the countless moments it has silently accompanied. It reminds us that history is not only found in books or monuments, but can reside in the most unassuming objects, quietly teaching lessons of endurance, beauty, and significance. And as you continue to think about this coin, it becomes clear that it is more than just copper. It is a bridge to the past, a small but powerful reminder of the stories that everyday objects can hold. Every detail, every tiny line, is a whisper from history, inviting us to pause, reflect, and appreciate the journey it has taken over the decades. It reminds us that even the simplest coin can carry an extraordinary legacy. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the fascinating world of coins, and you want to see more stories like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our community. By subscribing, you'll never miss a journey into history, rare coins, and incredible discoveries that are hidden in plain sight. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get every new video as soon as it drops. Every coin has a story, and we're here to uncover them together. So keep exploring, keep collecting, and remember that even the smallest pieces of history can hold the greatest treasures.